Greetings, pilots. Commander Artemis Tau here. Last September, after the failed mass abortion that was the Cone region event, I was contacted by Cmdr Protoenchen concerning an interesting image that many of you saw posted yesterday on a German forum. The picture, I thought, bullshit. But after a day of asking the right people the right questions, I was able to find the source. We're going to call the source Freddy. Now, Freddy was and still is a very sharp motherfucker, and was capable of analyzing information from the Pilots Federation's operating system updates at the time. As such, he was able to, on more than one occasion, provide groups that were burgeoning at the time, like Canon, with a bit of heads up and a bit of insider information to help their causes. This relationship worked for a time. Freddy wasn't the only master of the mainframe, though, because there are some reports of Commander Echelon and Commander Rizal 72 as data dippers of the deep. Mind you, with Commander Rizal 72 being responsible for finding the honking mechanism that would affect unknown probes. Moving past that, the relationship between data dippers and a group like Canon, it only lasts as long as both parties are getting something out of it. So the moment that Freddy felt that he was doing more harm than good and felt that he really didn't want to provide such information anymore, Canon was not amused. After a tribunal of the entire Canon Council, and I'm quoting this, Freddy got fingered. With the images, I was able to look at the data and trace back the farthest kind of like original date of creation, at least from the ones I was able to find. And it puts them around 3302, or around the 2.1 beta update for the PFOS. Now, with the images proven to be legitimate and the time range found, I was then working backwards from there. Let me be clear, my source Freddy did not provide images or actual hard copy data. He provided me with confirmation as I provided him with the pictures. So, just putting that out there. Now, a quick breakdown of what groups at the time took part in this event. Canon, obviously, and even being blacklisted, I was able to get confirmation from old and current members about not only the existence of the photo, but the fact that it's still shared to this day. Sov, on the other hand, was very corporate. No one knows anything, no one wanted to say anything. The cult of the NDA is very strong with them, so the confirmation of why I have them on the list has more to do with my second source that I'll get onto in a second. Children of Raxla, or COR, were also involved. Unfortunately, the majority of the COR members that were around that era have either become inactive or disbanded, and the one or two pilots of that era that I was able to talk to were not really able to provide me any more information than what I already had. Okay, now for the big second source. Anyone who has followed my work knows my opinion of the Smiling Dog crew, and personally I avoid them like the plague. Sadly though, they were a group that was active during the time and had pilots in all three communities. That's right, you can thank Harry Potter for the secondary hard copy confirmation. I have multiple accounts from former colleagues who have stories of being trolled by Harry and having the image sent to them from him, along with a secondary story from my source Freddy, that the Pilots Federation and their development arm, Frontier Developments, are fully aware of Harry and the Smiling Dog crew being data dippers. From speaking with him, he came into possession of the files early to mid 3303, and apparently he got them from pilots in Sov and COR, along with Canon. This coincides with the information from my source Freddy, who also stated that of the few people that were given the image in good faith, they consisted of pilots that were both in Sov and COR, along with Canon. Should I hash out the list of pilots? Fuck no. Without third-party confirmation, this turns into bullshit drama. Fuck drama. Here are the facts. These images have been floating around since mid-3302, around the time of the 2.1 beta release. They are legitimate, and they are confirmed. And the Pilots Federation has been trying to keep them quiet. Three large groups that have had their hands on the photos are also now the three largest groups in the game: Canon, Sov, and what's left of Children of Raxla, along with the Smiling Dog crew. Now, even when the photo was distributed among these few pilots, it never leaked, it never left their site, it never got out into the world. Honestly, I killed this investigation back in September. I felt this would have hurt people's trust in me, and no one would really be interested in the backstory. They just want to see the photos. And what little story I was able to find led to, most likely, is going to be people pointing fingers at each other and causing useless drama. Now it's been taken out of my hands. The photos have been published, the information's out there. So now I want to provide a breakdown as to where these photos came from. How valuable or useful this information is, I don't know. And at the possible threat of losing my pilot's license and ships, I can only hope that since it's out now, nothing can really be done to stop the signal. Now, if anyone has any more information, please contact me through my Discord, link placed below, or on my Twitter, @KaijuPlatypus. Any new updates will be posted there first before they're made into videos. Now, out of fear, I didn't break the news. Now, out of spite, I'm at least demystifying this so we can get started on the real issue. I'm from Artemis Lodge, and I say kill 'em all. This is Commander Artemis Tau aboard the Dire Rampancy. Good night, good luck, fly safe.